Time for today's three-stock lunch. Here with our trades is Quint Tatro, founder and president of Joule Financial. Up first, we just talked about it, Hewlett Packard Enterprise, which Christina just mentioned. Quint, what's your trade on HPE?
Yeah, Leslie, thanks for having me. HPE, got to sell it here. It's just not for me. Missed top, beat the bottom. And they've got some positive comments, which is helping the stock on the AI infrastructure in the future. But, it just seems like maybe they've missed it here. And I think the street is taking notice. So you're just not going to be in a winner here. So it's just not for me, even though it's got low single digit multiples. The growth is not great, so there's no rush whatsoever. I think we need a real stellar quarter to turn things around. It's not a buy, definitely not.
All right, Quint, let's talk about the other stock we just mentioned, which is Dell Technologies. Shares of this tech company are soaring after beating earnings expectations, citing rising demand for what else? AI servers. So, Quint, what's the trade on Dell? They kind of do the same thing.
Yeah, they do the same thing, Dom, but they're executing, and they're not talking about it in the future. They're talking about it right now. So this is a good glimpse into how not efficient markets are. Stock up 30% before I came on the show. Clearly, this was not priced in. Dell seeing incredible server demand from the AI space. But again, it's more about the guidance. 40% backlog increase over Q3, and they increased top line to $95 billion, full year 7.5, which means we're talking about 16 times forward earnings if they were to hit that. That's a fantastic fundamental picture. 30%, not going to chase it though. So if you're lucky enough to own this stock coming into today, obviously you want to hold this. But this goes right at the top of my list. And anytime we get a pullback over the next quarter, and they start selling this name, I would pick up shares of Dell.
Wow, yeah, and up 31.5% right now. And finally, Boeing. We're going to pivot a little bit. The company in talks to buy troubled supplier Spirit AeroSystems, the same company it split off 2 decades ago. Shares of Boeing down today. Quint, what's your trade on Boeing, and how incumbent on it is it this deal getting done or some kind of deal getting done?
Yeah, it's irrelevant to me. I mean, a troubled company buying a troubled company does not make a good company, in my opinion. And unfortunately, I mean, yes, Boeing is an unbelievable brand, an unbelievable, kind of company per se. But the headline risk right now for Boeing is just too great for me. I've never been a fan of this company. They have a tremendous amount of debt. And again, just when you start getting comfortable about orders or the Dreamliner, being delivered, there's something that comes out that seems like that, just whacks the stock. And so, again, fundamentally, way too much debt, negative book value. It's just not attractive to us. And just because they're, going to buy a supplier that potentially is troubled as well, it does not interest me at all. We don't have a position. We would not take a position in the name. And quite honestly, I'd be a seller if I owned it.